Great. All right. So it's been a wonderful pleasure listening to all the great speakers out there. You know, Ian, you did a marvelous job by putting together these great speakers. And everything they have said resonated with me. Melissa talked about the possibility of you being able to do anything you put your mind. That's absolutely phenomenal. And John Talarico talked about paradigm shift. That's awesome. Your mindset is what determines how far you will go. And I don't really know everybody who's on the platform or who's listening to this program right now, but one thing that I know for sure is that we've all got greatness. You who's listening to me, you've got greatness in you. And today I will be talking about removing your barriers to success. Just like I always do, I like to break things down to the simplest form, because what you don't understand might be difficult for you to process. So for everybody listening to this program right now, I want you to please grab a pen and a notepad, because I will be sharing tips and great reminders that would help you remove the barriers to your success. First of all, I want to give you the dictionary definition of the word barrier. Barrier, according to the dictionary, is something immaterial or material that obstructs or impedes. I want you to write that down. Barrier is something immaterial or material that obstructs or impedes. So now that we know the meaning of barrier, it should be an easy task for you to process it and relate to what the topic for today means: removing your barriers to success. Some other words for barrier could be a fence, it could be a barricade, it could be a limiting belief. But today, I want to focus more on limiting belief. And once again, I would have to give you the definition of that word, limiting belief. So write this down. A limiting belief is that conviction or belief that prevents you from achieving your dreams, your visions, or your goals. That's what a limiting belief is. And I have come to realize that every human being at a point always encounters limiting beliefs in their lives. It is part of the human system. And some examples of limiting beliefs could be things like, I am not well connected to get into the type of business I want to do, or I don't have the kind of capital to start a business. Or it could be things like, I am too shy, just like myself, because while growing up, I used to be a very shy person, but I knew I had something in me. I knew I had words, inspiration in me that needed to be heard by the world. And I knew that shyness was going to stop me from achieving that vision and that dream. So limiting beliefs could come in different forms. But what matters most is for you to understand that it is you alone who can help yourself identify those limiting beliefs. It is you alone who can help yourself get up and make the move. Now, I want to tell us about the word move, M-O-V-E. To me, it's an acronym. So write it down, move, M-O-V-E. M stands for mindset. If you see MOVE as an acronym and you use this template in your life, I assure you that you will be able to remove any form of limiting belief or barriers that would prevent you from succeeding. The M stands for mindset. And I want you to also write this down. When it comes to the mind, we have two types of minds. We have the conscious mind and we have the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is that part of the mind that processes information, every information that comes. Things that are in the conscious mind can easily be discarded. So it just comes through and it goes, it filters and it goes. It can easily be discarded. Then we have the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the most powerful one because anything that is done by repetition is what is deposited in the subconscious mind. So when the conscious mind filters and realizes that you are always feeding your mind with limiting beliefs, and that happens over and over and over, what will the conscious mind do? It will select that and deposit it in the subconscious mind because of repetition. That's why they say repetition is a very powerful tool. And whatever goes to the subconscious mind sticks. So when you fill up the subconscious mind with limiting beliefs, trust me, the subconscious mind will be more than willing and happy to help you activate that limiting belief in your life. And you don't want to do that. So you must have the right mindset. M, the mindset of an achiever. You must be intentional about what gets into your subconscious mind. And when you have that mindset that it is possible, that you've got greatness in you, then you would notice the difference. Just like what my coach Talarico said, John Talarico. It is your mind that gives you the paradigm shift. Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right. It is a mindset thing. So make sure your subconscious mind is filled with positivity. So when you have that positive mindset, it will take you to the O, which is opportunity. They say the most powerful thing is a made-up mind. When your mind is made up to succeed, you will do anything possible to ensure that you step into that success. So when the mind is made up, it moves to the opportunity. That's when the opportunities come in. When you realize that you don't need to know 100% how to move, how to take, you don't need 100% on how to execute your plans, then the opportunities will come. The partnerships will come. The people who would help you would come. Luck, they say, is when opportunity meets preparation. The opportunity will always come when you have the positive mindset. And that would move you to the V. When the opportunity comes, the V stands for value. Value. V, value. Values are simply the basic elements of how we go about our work. Your values are what would determine if people will want to still stick with you in your journey. So when you have the opportunity, hold on to your values. Everybody at this point, if you cannot recite what your core values are, just the same way you can tell everybody your name, even when you're waking up from your sleep, then you have a lot of work to do. Write it, core values. First of all, what are your core values? My core values are service, integrity, and accountability. What are yours? I want you to ponder on this for a moment. And if you cannot identify your core values, you need to go back and work on that. I want you to write that down. I will identify my core values today. You should be fluent when it comes to your core values so that when the opportunities come, you will not derail. When I was growing up, my youthful exuberance led me towards hanging out with the wrong crowd. But fortunately for me, I had some core values, some foundational values instilled in me by my parents. And those same values were what helped me realign with my true purpose in life. So when the opportunity comes, have your core values to help you stay aligned to your vision. And when all this happens, it will take you to the E, which is excellence. Excellence. When you do something over and over and over, you become excellent at that craft. Vince Lombardi said, perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can surely catch excellence. So, ladies and gentlemen, I really don't know how much you know about yourself. Neither do I know what the people around you know about you. But one thing that I'm sure about you is that you are destined for greatness. And if you believe with conviction in your heart that you are destined for greatness, I want you to type, I am blessed in the comment section. Because you are blessed. You've got greatness in you. Every human being was created on purpose, for a purpose. Just the same way the birds of the air were created to fly without the need to go to flight school or flight lessons. And the fish of the rivers were built and created to swim without any lessons. I want to reiterate today and remind you that you too were created with a gift inside of you. You've got a gift inside of you. You just need to identify what that gift is. And if you cannot identify what that gift is, I want you to realign with your childhood. Think about those things you had a passion for before the world and education started telling you who you should be and who you should not be. That would help you. They say a problem half solved is a problem identified. A problem identified is a problem half solved. So for you to be able to remove the barriers to success in your life, first of all, determine the root cause of your problems. Ask yourself the powerful question, why am I unable to do what needs to be done? When you ask yourself that question, then you will be able to determine the root cause. You will be able to identify those limiting beliefs in your life. And when you identify the limiting beliefs, what's the next thing you need to do? To apply a corrective and a preventive action. We call it CAPA in project management. CAPA, CAPA. When you discover the root cause of your problems, of your challenges, the reason why you cannot go past where you are, you need to do a CAPA, a corrective and a preventive action. Mentorship is paramount. Having a coach is paramount. Hanging around OQP, just like my mentor, Les Brown, would say, only quality people. Hanging around only quality people is paramount. I want you to remember that in life, it is you alone who can make things happen. And remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Thank you.